Yeah, what up, world? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast, baby.
Yes.
Look who we have, man. Look who we have. We have Mikey, man, Starter Facts in the building. Let's go. Welcome back to the
Hey man,
welcome back to
first
the
off,
fam, bro.
I just
Welcome
want to
back.
say it's good to be back, and I'm happy, man.
Good to see you, man.
And you know one of the reasons why I'm happy, because when I first saw this man next to me, I was like, "Hey man, I gotta get him on the show immediately, like like
ASAP.
ASAP." Man, huge fan. First saw him at the breakout show, and I was like, man, dude, he got the structure, the build for it. He's athletic. Look how he moving. First off, somebody his size should not be moving that damn fast.
Man.
So, and then he put like the impact, and then you can see that he's learning. He's soaking it all in, and I'm very proud of him. I am a huge fan, and I've been a fan since day one of me seeing him. So with that being said, our special guest today, professional wrestler, Big Luther.
Let's go, man. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you, man. And like I was saying before, he's a big supporter of the podcast, man. We greatly appreciate you, me dog.
For real.
Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for rocking.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh,
No
yeah,
problem.
for sure. Go ahead.
And also too, man, before we get started, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the hottest professional wrestling podcast in Houston, Texas, and we're gonna take over the world.
You know it.
Hey man,
You know it.
Hey.
You know it, baby. You
I'm
know
gonna
it.
just keep it like that, man. I always say we bringing the heat every week, so stay tuned with us, man.
Yes, sir.
So, man, Big Lou, man. Ooh, man. First off, man, again, thank you. I want to dive into it, man. You're a very interesting person. You just got this huge stature about you, man. Tell us a little bit of Lil Luther before you became Big Luther.
Nah, that's really what it is. So like when I talk to people, like they just assume I was a giant dude, like all through elementary. No, like I was regular. I want to say till about maybe sixth grade, and all of a sudden my parents was like looking up at me and stuff. And I was
Wow.
sixth grade.
Wow.
Nah, like I've always had some height. I wasn't always sure. Like my stuff happened in like spurts. So like 1 or 2 inches here, there, no diddy. And then like through high school, and then it bottomed out in college, and I just hit 6'4", no shoes.
Yeah.
And it's just been up ever since. But yeah, no, it's just been a little bit of a journey, just trying to just like realize that this is what I wanted to do, stuff like that. So yeah, nah, man, Lil Luke, the little country boy from Dubois, Louisiana, like even people who familiar with Louisiana is like, where is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I usually just say anywhere in between Shreveport and Monroe for people who know. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
little country area, about 300-400 people, stuff like that. Yeah, no, like I said, country boy. I grew up on wrestling. My grandfather was a really big influence. So like, yeah, just that's actually one of my first memories. A lot of people don't know this. I don't know if y'all remember y'all first memory. My first memory is watching wrestling with my papa, and ever since then, even as little Luther, it's been ingrained. So just a little bit of a tidbit about myself.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Speaking of, you saying being a wrestling fan growing up, man. Wrestlers that inspired you outside of Papa. I already know he probably put you on to wrestling and everything like that. But outside of him inspiring you to watch wrestling and everything, what wrestler actually like put it over the top for you to actually get into the business?
Man, so with that question right there, it's a lot. It's kind of like being asked my favorite movies. It's always something you can't just give you a list because you feel like you're leaving somebody out. But one person that always kind of just like tugged at me was like, or is to this day, CM Punk.
Mm.
So like, given a lot of his ROH run, I was young for it, so I didn't really get onto it. But I think I want to say like around 2008, like long hair, straight X society Punk. So I started
Gotcha.
and just from there, man, I just went through a rabbit hole and I started watching all his ROH stuff, like things like that. CM Punk most definitely for one. Undertaker,
Oh,
Steve,
yeah.
like this may be a crazy comparison, but the long jacket, the cap, like as a kid, he terrified me. I associated him with Jeepers Creepers. Like if you see Jeepers Creepers run with the cap, the white hair, and
Yeah.
his coat, I was like, man, he's terrifying.
Wow.
Yeah, for you youngest, man, yeah, if y'all haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, go see that,
Yeah, I
man, and understand
Yeah.
the first one, not the second one. The second one's already the first one. Gave you boy nightmare.
Yeah.
But nah, Batista, man, just like in my personal opinion, greatest entrance and theme music of all time. Like that machine.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we ain't gonna get into that.
Top tier. Top tier
What
right there. Yeah.
top tier. Yeah, no, so I wanna say I got into some Mojo earlier. I mean not earlier, but like later, like I wanna say like maybe mid 2010s TNA run.
Okay.
So big fan of him, Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, stuff like that. I don't want it to sound cliche, but I really
Excuse
watched
me.
my Papa watch.
Yeah.
He loved Sean. He loved Dusty. We just watched old cassette tapes and stuff like that. So those are some people that kind of rounded out for me that made me want to like actually go do it.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
VHS tapes. That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
So another thing I would like to ask, because I actually put like a little mini poll out there, and one of the fan questions was, were you an athlete growing up? Because I mean, you look like an NFL player. So
Football for sure. Football.
yeah, I mean, you look like. I'm just say this: if I'm on the other side of the line and I gotta attempt to block you, I'm going to the bench.
No, yeah, no, of course, most definitely football. Played football my first sport. It was my first. I ain't gonna say my first love, but it was like something I really, really was passionate about. Because growing up, I really didn't think that wrestling was an option, considering like where I lived at,
Mhm.
and at that time. So I was like, I'm just gonna go to the league. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
Not that simple. But yeah, no. So football. I did basketball. I was track and field, but I did the field event. So I did discus and shot put. I couldn't throw a javelin to save my life. So
Mm.
yeah, nah. Coach was like, "Hey, I just need some points. Get out there and chuck it." The strength was there. Technique was not. But it's kind of one of those things. But yeah, I've always been an athlete. Most of
What position did you play in football?
football. This is the one that really stumps everybody. I was tight end. If I was on the line, I was blocking. But like I referenced, back at high school, I was about a good 180, 200 throughout. So like I was a little bit more along the slender side. Like I want to say at that time about like 6'2", 200 maybe. So yeah, nah, it was
He was a cheat code, bro.
Wow.
He was cheating. He was cheating. But no, talking about football and it's going to go. It's not about wrestling or football at this point. I've seen a couple of Instagram videos of you while you were at work, and yeah, you know where I'm going with this, my dude. You pushed a forklift, pushing a forklift.
yeah.
Who? First of all, how did that situation come up? And see, I wish you had better shoes.
Man,
I really wish you had better shoes because you was moving that bad boy, man. The situation come up for you at work.
so mind if I do like a quick little shout out? Shout out to like one of my good friends. Speaking of having a support system, he's one of the best. He's been like a supporter ever since I met him. Julius Dawson, big man of barber on Instagram, one of the hardest in the North when it comes to them cuts in Houston. Tap in with your boy. But anyways, back to the question. So me and him, like, he's a Louisiana boy also. So, well, man, he's older than me. So he's from South Louisiana, like New Orleans.
Okay.
He's from totally different worlds. And we're getting back into it. So like we bonded a lot and stuff like that. So we're really big into fitness. So we would do push-ups, like knocking them out, knocking them out, knocking them out. And I was just like, I think I can push that. I was like, nah, I can push that. I was like, how much you want to bet I can do it? He's like, nah, you ain't got it. I was like, shit, let's fit up. So we had a smaller one. I don't know if y'all saw that one, but I actually like yanked it. I pulled it into me.
Yeah.
It was a tight space. That was a little bit of a smaller one. But yeah, no, we just got into that. Like, I was just like, I just want to test myself. And going back to inspirations, like I said, I hate I left him out. Mark Henry. back when he was pulling the 18 wheeler. Like I remember watching it with my grandpa, the World Strongest Man competition. I'm like, oh, he really liked that. So I think I can kind of do something kind of like that, not to totally jack his style, but more so to pay homage,
Yeah, yeah.
because that is a comparison that I get a lot in the ring. Yeah, I can't. So a little way to pay homage.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a bad person to be compared to. And Hall of Famer and former world champion. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's a great comparison to honor. But yeah, no, we were just like messing around at work, just trying to see what's going on. So I was like, I can do that. And I was like, so when I do it, so people won't think it's fake. Go around there, go and put the weight, go and apply that on there. But like you said, if I had better shoes and so on slippery,
Oh yeah, I know.
light
I
work.
know it.
Wow, that's crazy work. I do want to hop into this wrestling real quick because, again, I said I saw you at the breakout show, and you was killing it. So in this journey of of coming here, one of the best wrestling programs in the world, and I'm not just saying that just to be saying that. You have to look at the resume of this establishment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to look at it, and it's only getting bigger and bigger and better and better. The proof is there. But this journey here, you have the tutelage of a
Five-time.
five time,
Five-time.
five time,
There you go.
5 time, 2 time WWE Hall of Fame.
What about the 5?
Lakers in 5.
No.
No. We can't do it right now. But no, under the tutelage and the leadership of Mr. Booker T. Not only that, the great coaches here as well. Man, how does someone soak all that in? Like, bro, I just think this is one of the best places to be when it comes to being a professional wrestler or a referee or anything. It's a lot of things to do here.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's just because I am here. Um, it's one of those things where like we really do have one of the best programs like in the country, if world even. Um, like we're not called the flagship of Texas wrestling for no reason.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the slogan, by the way. But no, so just to soak up the tutelage, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was ready for it. So like going back to high school, I remember being in Coach Bruner's 7th grade class. I mean not 7th grade, 7th hour. He didn't coach anything, but he was called Coach Bruner, which is weird. But anyways, remember like in between assignments, like I'm on the computer, I'm looking up reality of wrestling. So like back when Brandon Williams was here and he was a showgun, back
Yeah.
like ball headed Ryan, which is
Wow.
terrifying back then. So back when Gino was like the Latin heartthrob, like
Right.
back when all that, like I was really tapped in. I was like, that's where I want to be. Now, unfortunately, life takes us in different ways and different paths, but I ended up here. And I used to say I wish I got here sooner, but with everything that happened, I feel like I'm in the right place at the exact right time. But no, I was ready for it. I was ready for the tutelage because when I really did realize that this was an option, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go do it. Did my research. Like I said, I've always been a fan. So it was just something I was ready for. I was ready for. So yeah.
So I wanted to ask, since the WWE ID program has happened, you even before you've able to see WWE superstars, or not even just WWE superstars. There's all wrestling superstars come in the building just to come in and watch you guys or even perform here. Is there any advice that you've gotten from seasoned wrestlers that you hold on to this day? And if you don't mind telling us who
Yeah,
gave you that advice.
yeah. Well, let me chill. I ain't trying to go full Charleston with the yeah. So like
Charleston and made it to the big top again.
Hey.
yeah, no, so just like one thing I've always held with me since I've been here was to like protect my size. That's a really thing for big men and stuff like that going forward. So that was one thing that I felt like early on I wasn't really focused on. I really didn't like drive home to certain people, because like I'm trying to think of a good example. I'm running a blank right now, but basically that's one piece of that's one piece of knowledge that I've like kept with me. Another thing, shout out to my boys Hank and Tank. Congrats on getting them belts. But when they first announced the ID program, I was honored and blessed with the opportunity to step in the ring with them. And knowing that they're such good dudes, like we're still friends to this day. Like I hit them up for advice. I don't blow them up. I know they're busy, but I be moderate with it. Like I'm respectful, courteous. But yeah, no, they've always just told me keep going. Like um, just keep watching film, keep going. They tell me all the time that I got potential, things like that, and just keep going, keep your head on straight. Don't let ego get into it. I know with a lot of wrestlers out there, like ego is a really big thing. I come from nowhere, and I know where I'm going, and I can put my pride to the side and learn and soak up knowledge. Now, it's okay to have an ego, but you got to know when to cut it on and cut it off. So I would never just let my head get so big to where I'm a distraction to myself and or others, or I like, you know, put my goals or my dreams in harm's way because of my ego. So that's just one thing I've learned here and stuff like that. So it's been a lot of nuggets, and it's so much that you just like the overload. Just always great advice. You can't never just be like, oh, I don't need to listen to that because everybody's here senior. I mean, tenured. They've traveled the world. They've been to the big show. Like our roster is like stat like those banners out there. Like
Yeah,
that's probably over 100 years of experience in just nuggets. So it sucks that I can't pick my favorite thing. 'Cause everything is just so great.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just take a little bit from everywhere, put it together and stuff like that.
And speaking of that, you just brought up the ID program. Um, I I saw it when it broke. Is it three more shows here at Reality of Wrestling?
Yeah, you have Platinum, Glory, and it's another one, ain't it? Grow Up.
Okay,
Platinum, Glory.
see, that's what I'm talking about. The it's always continue to grow here. Um, a lot of people are coming. Man, when it comes to like AJ Francis and
Sure.
all the other guys and girls coming from all the different places, and then wasn't it like a merger or something, some other trying to think. I saw it when they put that out there too. The point I'm trying to make is that this is the place to be, and all the attention is coming here. Um, like, is there anybody that you would like to get in the ring with for as that whole community? Because I mean,
It's a lot. It's a lot of talent.
it's a lot of talent, and there's a lot you can learn from and pick up on. And I mean, you're just a big guy, and I can just see you just throwing them all over the place. And then on top of that, man, again with the ID program, that is crazy work.
Yeah.
Like that would make me even more hungrier, um, just to seek that out. Um, hmm, is anybody you would like to get your hands on?
An ID program or just in general?
You got options. You got
I
options.
would ask in general, man. I would say in
Okay.
general.
Um, Shout out to OG, a guy who's been like hands on with me. He sees something in me. I appreciate it. Shout out to the OG AJ Francis. I can't wait till we can like look across from each other. That's literally the immovable object and the irresistible force.
Yes.
So that's the dream match. As much I love Ryan to death, Ryan Davison, Ryan another guy I want to just like line up across with, lock horns with, two bulls. You got the bear and you got the behemoth. So that's gonna be wow. Magic.
Wow.
It's just a lot. Like, Lord, no disrespect, I apologize if I get your name mixed up, but he's been here he's been here had ID matches. Uh, I believe it's Sam Holloway.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh man, that's what I was like, bro. We can just no diddy, big diddy man slapping me. Like like we can really go.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like Goku a little bit. Like I just want to be able to just go full out, just unleash, just like let it go, And I feel like
Full form yet.
like a big guy like that, man. So him, I would love to get in there with Rudy, the Morning Star. Rudy Garza, I love him. He's another guy who's been giving me advice and just been a great guy, being a good friend, being there for me. Really appreciate that. Like the whole roster, like the whole roster. It's just a lot. Like it's of course Gaspar, Zilla, Ice Williams, everybody. Like I'm here to get better. Iron sharpens iron. Like you can't get better. Like just sitting in the back, just being nonchalant, being stagnant. Because like you said, people come in. There is no such thing as a guarantee spot. There's no such thing
Yep.
as, oh, I'm for a lock. Hard for that to change. Anything happens. But like I said, this has been my goal, my passion, my dream. I got a fire in me. And I've never felt more closer to my goal than being here at work.
Man.
So those are just a few people. Izzy James, another guy I really look up to. I want to walk one for him. Polka, Alti, Big Oos, like they're my guys. But when it come down to it, when we gotta step in the ring, I gotta this has gotta be done, you know. So I'm be staring at the lights, one, two, three. So
But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But so your bringing it back to Row,
Mhm.
your faction with Terrell Tempo, Q, Quentin Winters, and your feud with Will Allday. I know, it's a solid subject.
See,
I hate to say the man's name in your presence right now. I know y'all been going at it these past few months.
y'all was doing good too till you brought him up.
yeah, I didn't want to bring him up because I didn't want to get hit.
That's why I'm over here. That's why I'm over here. We got somebody in the middle.
Yeah.
But how is this? How do you feel about this period in time where you're with Terrell Tempo, with Q? How do y'all mesh together and take on Will all day? I said it twice. Okay, I said his name twice.
Anyways, back to what you were saying. So now we just mesh together because we are a unit. We are a command. Like we have our roles. Like in the military, you have your gunnery sergeant, you have your infantryman, your sergeants, lieutenants. Like we all know our role. We all have our reasons. We have our doubts. Like we want respect, and if we gotta beat it out of you, we gonna beat it out of you. Yeah, all day he escaped me. He ain't beat me. He learned his lesson. I guarantee you, he gonna think twice about stepping in that ring like he did last.
Wow.
Like if you was there, you saw him hesitate. Nobody's ever thrown Will all day off his game, except for Big Luke, Black Raheem. That's what we're doing. That's how I'm coming. That's what we're. That's what we're putting into everybody we step in the ring with. NXT, MPX, anybody. That's what we're gonna do. We are the command. We want respect. We'll beat it out of you if we have to.
Shame. I believe.
Wow.
I believe.
Well, speaking of Terrell Tempo, man, he is a wealth of knowledge. Been in the game for a long time. A learning tree as well. What are some things that he's had instilled in you, and that you done picked up on?
I equate tempo, like you said, learning tree, wealth of knowledge. Guy who solidified all of the Texas, all of the South. He's been doing this thing. Like he's a great mentor, great guy. He's just I thank him because like he saw my potential. He saw something in me. He said, "Hey, we're finna go here. Just rock with me, ride with me. We gonna get there." Oh
And
my
going
God.
back to your match with Will Allday, you said he escaped and speaking of your strength again, fam, you ripped the chains off the cage. What was going through your mind, like in that process? Tell me, we've seen another guy you said you had that was compared to you, or you were compared to, than Mark Henry, the world's strongest man.
Yeah.
He broke chains off of a steel cage before. Was that something that was like, hey, you could do that too? Is something that's like, yeah, I can go out there and do that.
In that situation, it was more so of me just wanting to hurt, punish Will all day again.
Oh, wow.
seeing my guys in there, seeing my guys sticking it out, I had to get in there. Ref got in my way. Get your ass out the way. Like move. Like let me. Like I gotta get in there. I gotta take care of my command, my squad. I just had to get in there. I just wanted to hurt Will Ogden, and I'm sure I have my chance again.
Wow.
It will not be how it was last time. Like I always say, you didn't beat me. You escaped me.
Wow.
When I had you in that cage, that would have been the end of it. But I let myself get out of focus, and that's on me. But I guarantee you, Will Hardy, that will never, ever happen again.
And y'all talking about y'all want this man to chop me?
Man, that's scary, man. That's scary. That's scary
Oh,
work
man.
right there. That's scary.
Speaking of chops, wow. Your double hand chop. You have crushed a lot of people's chests, hurt a lot of people. Like they terrified of you with that chop. Let's talk about that, man, because your boy with the controllers, sorry, Jay. Dynamite.
Oh man, yeah.
You know about it too.
Woo.
It's
Oh my goodness,
unreal strength.
man! Like, what's wrong with you?
Sometimes you gotta make an example.
Oh, shit. Sorry,
Like
because
this is an industry where like only one man can be at the top.
yeah,
If I gotta walk over you, go through you, no diddy, step over you, chop you down in size, fold you up and pack you and see you on your way, I'm gonna do that. I didn't come here to just sit in the back. I ain't come here to just, mingle and like be under book and Queen Charmel, respectfully. I came here to win. I came here to be champion.
that's what I'm talking
Steve
about.
Austin said it once. If you're not trying to be world champion, then why are you here? I want to be world champion. I want to be the top guy. I understand it's a lot of people I got to go through, but I'm prepared for it. There's nothing I ever wanted to do on this planet than this. I've never wanted to hurt people so bad. I never wanted to kick ass and take names.
Wow.
Excuse my language.
No, you good.
Are you good?
Ain't nobody stop you.
I can't stop you. So
Ain't nobody stop you.
No, I'm trying to get to the top. No matter who I have to go through over, that is how it is. It's something that I've came to in my mind. So yeah, you got to get chopped down. You got to get sky high. You got to get body slammed. It's just one of them things, you know.
man,
Life, death, taxes, and those double hand chops.
well, speaking of that, just hurting people and doing what you got to do to make a name for yourself, man. Another thing that really stuck out to me that I saw on social media, man. I saw you. I believe it was MPX came out and you put Brick Savage on his ass.
Brick Savage?
Brick Savage. I'm talking about Brick Savage, and I ain't gonna lie. I had Brick Savage on the show a while back, and he chopped the shit out of me. His hands, oh my goodness. But for you to pick his ass up and drop him, wow, wow.
And talk to us about that. Yeah,
Cause
that's
hey man,
like taking out Brick Savage.
that's crazy work right there.
Rick Savage is somebody else who I have unfinished business with. We tangled up at MPX. Unfortunately, we didn't get to have our last thing standing, but trust me,
Mm.
I'm gonna make my way back around to you. So don't worry, Brick. I ain't going nowhere. We
Damn.
will finish this once and for all. I came into MPX making a name for myself at his expense. I started this book and I'm gonna end it.
Mm. He the
That's all I
author.
gotta say about Rick Savage.
Man, you know what? I'm not even trying to piss you off no more, dog. I just want to get to my speed round because I just want to get that going and get that out the way, man. But before I get to that last question before the speed round, what was what inspired you to do the sky high? Like what made you choose that as your finishing move?
Well, for me, it's also paying homage. To me personally, one of my favorites and one of my favorite like attitude era wrestlers who I feel like if is so undervalued, so underrated, who
Fair.
does not get the respect and the credit he deserves, is D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
So I just figured it was a way for me to pay homage and respect to like one of the greats, part of one of the greatest factions of all time, nation domination, one of the best intercontinental champions, European champions. It's just a way to pay homage to like to all of the legends out there. Somebody who I've watched with my grandpa, even going back and watching some of his stuff from TNA, his old Aces of Ace work. Like it's just somebody I wanted to pay homage to, and I can think of a better way. I pick you up, I drive you through the canvas as hard as I can. There's nothing more simple and impactful than that. I ain't gotta do a whole lot. Up, down, you out of there. So simple, sweet, straight to the point. 1, 2, 3.
And that was a great response to that, man. But we're gonna finish the show off, man, with my favorite part, man. I always like to ask wrestlers certain questions, man. You, like I said, you've been a big fan of ours. Like, again, we appreciate it.
Yes.
So I want to do our speed round real quick.
Gotcha.
So first name that pops up to you, you go ahead and shoot that out there, man. First off, greatest wrestler of all time. Your greatest wrestler of all time.
Greatest wrestler of all time? Cena.
Okay, all right, the GOAT. I feel you. I usually get a little pulled back on this, but I gotta ask the worst wrestler of all time, in your opinion, man. If you don't have to answer, but if you can, go for it.
I answer Eva Marie.
That was a nice, quick one. You had that on the brain. And I'm pretty sure your favorite wrestler of all time is the same as your greatest wrestler of all time, John Cena. Currently, yeah, who is your favorite wrestler?
Punk.
Okay, all right. Favorite female wrestler of all time?
Jazz.
Currently.
Wow. Currently. Dang, that's tough. Taking so long for it being a speed round.
Nah, you good. You good. There's so many. I understand.
Yeah,
so many women coming up. As I understand.
Yeah. So I would say, me personally, I like Stephanie Vaquer.
Okay. Vaquer. Gotcha. Fair enough. Favorite high flyer of all time?
High flyer. This may be a little bit controversial, but I just love seeing him fly and leap around and how much air he gets. Montez.
Is that all time or currently?
Oh, my bad. We'll do currently. That's my current.
Okay.
All time high flyer. Heat.
Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. Rest in peace, Eddie, man. Your favorite technical wrestler
currently? Well, he just retired, so I don't know if that still counts or not.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan.
Okay. And all time.
All time. William Regal.
That's a nice one.
That's a good one right there. Favorite tag team currently?
Currently, Street Profits.
Okay. All time.
Me and my homeboy had this debate a few days ago. Only because they ain't teamed in a while, so I don't put this currently, but Usos.
Okay. Favorite manager currently?
Heyman.
All time?
Heyman.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. What would you rather be? Babyface or heel?
Heel.
Okay. Favorite match?
This one may get a little bit of flack. Because there's a whole bunch out there. Me personally, I would have to say, well, it shouldn't get flack. I would say Bray and Austin.
WrestleMania. Fair enough. Most underrated wrestler currently?
Underrated wrestler?
Yeah.
Montez.
Fair enough. All time?
Shelton Benjamin.
Wow. I like that one. I like that. It's another controversial one I gotta ask. Who do you feel like is the most overrated currently right now?
Becky Lynch.
Oh, the man.
Okay, and
the man.
All time.
Becky Lynch.
The man.
Wow. Last one. Your favorite championship belt of all time?
Man, I can tell you which is my least favorite.
Okay, go ahead.
Spinner.
Okay.
Dinner?
But me personally, I always like the classic sleek look of like the '02 to like, no, I want to say like 99 to like 2002 Undisputed title.
Mm,
When
Yeah.
Eddie took off the
Yeah.
Rock and Kurt and all that. That's my favorite one.
Okay. Okay. No, that's a good one. That's
yeah, that
one
is a good
right
one.
there. I
That
like
is a
that.
good
Yeah,
one.
that's my belt. I got that one with my name
Yeah,
on it. So I got that. I understand it. I understand it. You got anything else, Michael?
Well, oh man, all I can say is this, I'm a fan and it's been an honor, man.
likewise,
Man, keep doing your thing, man. We're gonna always support you. No matter wherever you go, we gonna be there in spirit, brother. Man, just keep on going, man. And for the people at home, let them know where they can find you on all social media platforms.
Sir, yes, sir. Instagram, Luther, LUTH3, ER_D. Little funny story behind that. So if you
Yeah,
don't
go
mind,
ahead.
let me be quick. So my spirit number, angel number is 3. Because I was born on March 3rd, at 3:33 a.m.
Wow.
So if I'm 2003, it'd be threes across the board. So it's close enough. So Luther, LUTHER3_D, something like that. I'll be forgetting it.
LUTH3.
3
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
We're gonna put it in the
We'll
description below.
drop it down
Make
there.
sure y'all
Don't worry.
click that,
Don't
follow
worry.
them on
Make sure
all
y'all
social
follow the
media
homie right here.
platforms.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the best up and coming
you
wrestling
know it.
podcasts,
You
not
know
only in
it.
Houston,
Yeah.
in Texas, all over the South. We going, we climbing. So it's my guys, they always support it. So I'm gonna do the
Man,
same every time.
again, man, we appreciate you for joining us, man, taking the time out of your schedule for us, man. We greatly appreciate it.
for real.
Hey, folks, the Black Behemoth,
Yeah.
Big Luther. I like that guy. I like that nickname, the Black Behemoth. I like that, man. Once again, thank you for joining the show. You already know my name, man. It's the Beige Bomber, the Petty Messiah, your boy Corey Jett in the building.
Hey man, it's your boy, Mikey Manslaughter Facts. I am the wrestling meteorologist. We bring you the heat every week. Y'all better stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, when you're down with the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network, you're down for life.